I went into the lift one day and the MPs in the lift said, this lift isn't really for cleaners.
An MP said that to you?
Yeah, don't eat goat.
Yeah. Is that continued to this day?
Yeah, never eaten
shout out Billy the goat.
And this guy, MP, stopped me and said, where do you think you're going? Like, I'm going to have lunch on the terrace. And then he said, this place is going to rack and ruin. They're letting anyone in nowadays. You think?
Oh, that's got a kick. Oh, wow. Bigger message would London send the rest of the country if it elects first woman mayor?
It'd be the first woman.
First black woman for sure.
First black woman.
Food defines so much of who we are. That's why in this series, I want to get to know politicians and journalists through the food that they love. This is Politics on a Plate. Today I've come to Wembley Central to try some Caribbean food at Aunt Jenny's with Dawn Butler MP, one of the first black women to be elected to Parliament, and she could even be our next London mayor. Do you want to know a fun fact? This is coming home for me. So I used to live up the road by the Asda, although I don't know if that's your constituency.
Wembley.
But every Saturday I would get a bus right past here to go to football. Because I used to play for Wembley FC.
Oh, wow.
AFC Wembley.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I know, I used to, literally, I have lots of memories of crossing through here on the top decker of the bus.
Wow.
Pretending I was driving. I was like 14.
And how much has it changed?
Yeah, it's a different place.
It's incredible, right?
So all of these new build, none of that existed. It was all industrial.
Yeah.
And I was here when they were rebuilding Wembley.
Yeah.
So for most of my life, it was a building site.
Yeah. Now it's full of student accommodation, some rented accommodation.
Yeah.
They say it's like the new. At first they wanted to make it like the new Manhattan
sort
of thing. And then everyone was like, no, that doesn't really work.
And it's not the Wembley vibe. Yeah. So we're at Aunt Jenny's restaurant. Tell us about Aunt Jenny's.
Aunt Jenny's is an amazing local Caribbean restaurant. The food is cooked nice and fresh. She makes her own juices. She makes her own patties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we've got some pineapple, ginger and beetroot right here.
Yeah.
And we've got, what's
sorrel?
What's sorrel?
Sorrel is
ginger?
hibiscus.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? Are you going to have this one?
I'm going to have this one, but I want you to try it as well, though.
That one?
Try a little
that
bit.
one's more exotic than that one, because I've had all three of these ingredients.
I'm going to give you just a little bit to see what you think.
Oh, that's got a kick. Oh, wow. I don't mind it,
Really?
I don't usually like spicy, but I don't mind that.
It's got a real kick. That ginger.
That'll wake you up in the morning.
Yeah. Totally. That ginger's like, hits the back of your throat. So when I was about 6 or 7 and I was in Jamaica, I made friends with a goat. And then one day they told me to wait inside the house. And I was like, why am I waiting inside the house? I want to go and see my friend the goat. And yeah,
I can imagine.
They killed my goat.
Did they feed you the goat at least?
They tried to feed me.
Yeah, but you didn't eat it, right?
Goat.
It was too traumatic. Yeah.
I mean, whenever I smell curry goat, it reminds me of my friend.
Yeah, your friend.
My friend.
Did you name it?
I can't remember the name I gave it. Probably I named it Billy Goat.
Yeah.
But I was just like, he killed my friend. So I swore I'd never eat goat.
We're gonna get some Caribbean food coming. Tell us about food at home. Growing up, what kind of food did you eat?
Oh, growing up, we had like set meals. So on Sunday, it's your Sunday dinner.
Right.
Rice and peas,
Yeah.
chicken, mac and cheese, coleslaw, everything. And then on a Monday, you'd have the leftovers from
Amazing.
the
Sometimes
Sunday,
better than the Sunday.
The Sunday before. Then I think on Tuesday, we had like spaghetti bolognese, but all mixed together, really dry. Like I quite like my mum really dry.
Who's cooking? Is it mum?
Mum.
Yeah.
Sometimes my dad would cook, but mainly mum.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, I can't remember what we had on Wednesdays. But on Thursdays we had like a family dinner.
Okay.
So
this is a very set schedule.
Very set schedule. So and that was chicken and rice and potatoes and everything on Thursday. Friday was free day.
Yeah.
So you can have what you want, takeaway, or you can have what you want.
Yeah.
Saturday was soup day.
Love it.
So Saturday soup.
I'm a big soup person, by the way.
Saturday soup.
Yeah.
And it's the whole day. So the pot's cooking for the whole day. So they'll start with maybe like you have boiler chicken, which is like the old chicken. Put it in the pot and you boil it. So then you add the yam, and then you add the cho-cho, then you add all the spices and all that. And then like the whole day it's boiling, and then you have the soup by like
I like
4
the
o'clock.
schedule. Yeah. And on Friday you're free to try it.
Friday, it's like
So I do have a question for you. So we did an episode with Councillor Perai Ahmed, who's the leader of Haringey Council. And she got in a bit of social media comment section, or she ended up on a Reddit thing.
All right.
Because she was talking about halloumi and how halloumi is a Cypriot thing.
Okay.
So I want us to wade into some of the controversial food takes.
Okay.
I know there's a huge fight over jollof rice, for example, within some African communities. Is there a beef on who makes the best rice and peas? Who makes the best jerk? I mean, jerk chicken is pretty much Jamaican, right?
Yeah, jerk chicken is,
it's pretty exclusively
Jamaican. I don't think there's a rice and peas beef as such.
Is that pretty much exclusive to
I
Jamaica
think that's like, do you know what I mean? Barbados has like a rice and peas as well. And sometimes you have gungu peas, and sometimes you have...
What's gungu peas?
It's small peas.
Okay.
And sometimes you have kidney beans. Now, I actually prefer gungu peas.
Yeah.
My brother hates peas, right, in his rice. So we went to this restaurant. I can't remember.
How does that work?
Honestly, but he likes rice and peas, but not the peas, right? And so we went to this restaurant, and he spent a good half an hour picking out the peas, and then the rice got cold.
Getting some chopsticks.
It was hilarious, and then the rice got cold. So he called over the waitress and said, like,
can you eat this?
Can you eat it? I'm like, oh. So she took the rice away and came back with piping hot rice and peas.
I think she was sending a message, to be honest.
No, because she just thought, oh, the rice is cold, let me heat it. You know, let me get a fresh one. It was hilarious.
So how does he eat rice at home? Growing up, he must have had rice and peas.
Just always took it out, or my mum would make him white rice.
White rice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any quirky food takes that you have? Stuff you don't like, stuff you do like?
Don't eat goat.
Yeah. Is that continued to this day?
Yeah. Never eaten goat.
Shout out Billy the goat. He's Billy now.
Yeah, Billy the goat. Don't eat goat. I don't eat red meat actually, so I only eat fish or chicken.
Okay, nice. Red meat's not great for you anyway.
No. As you said, your body takes a while to break it all down.
Yeah, I'm told I'm not supposed to eat red meat.
Yeah. Or they say once a week or something. If you're gonna eat it once a week.
Yeah. What do your brothers and sisters do?
My sister was a social worker, and she's retired now. My brother John was in the army.
Okay, nice.
He did, I think, 2.5 terms in the army. They tried to kill him a couple of times. Like his own army mates tried to kill him a couple of times. Yeah,
why?
Very traumatized. Because that's the army
racism.
Racism, yeah. And in fact, what happened? He told me the story once that. One of them, like his roommate, said they're coming for you tonight. So he slept under the bed, if he had slept on top of the bed, he would have been dead.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's the.
So he left.
When is this?
He
like
left.
1990s?
Oh God, I don't know. This was maybe 80s maybe.
I guess you grew up in East London, so how much racism did you really experience? Because East London was a more diverse part of London, even back then, right?
Yeah, it was. So, like, we grew up, my family was the first black family on the street, and it was great. Like, it was fine. Like, I didn't see that kind of racism when I was younger and growing up, and there was lots of vibes on my street. Because my dad was very sociable, so he brought a lot of people together. I remember the Queen's Silver Jubilee. We had the bunting out. We had the tables out. She wouldn't use the china.
Right.
no
Easy now.
But all the sandwiches out. We were all out there sitting on the tables. It was like beautiful atmosphere. But my brothers would tell me how they would get chased by skinheads. And dogs. And my mum would tell me the story of how when she was walking with the pram. This woman used to come out with a dog every morning to like bark at the pram with my brothers in it. Oh, wow. So she would tell me about all these sort of racist stories. You didn't really see it, but I didn't really. I think I was young and just in that bubble. And they used to shield me from a lot of things as well. after I left college, I got sexually harassed.
At college,
Tech.
at work?
At work.
Yeah.
Tech, all guys.
Yeah.
Right? So I got sexually harassed. Work. I joined the trade union movement, and I became a civil servant. Well, actually, there's a little bit in between there when I took some time out just to do charity work, and I think also to heal. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're in that
After that happened.
after the sexual harassment, I think I took time out to heal and do stuff that would give me joy, and that was like raising money for charity and stuff like that.
And the trade union led you into the Labour Party.
Yeah, that led me into like politics. And I'd go to meetings in like West Ham, and I'd just be two like old white blokes, boilermakers. They were actually boilermakers, and I was in the GMB by then. And I was like, oh my God, this is probably like the first time I've heard about you boilermakers, because we used to be the General Municipal Boilermakers Union.
Okay.
And I was like, never thought I'd meet a boilermaker.
That's a great General
Boilermaker Union. And so they used to say, what are you doing here? And I'd be like, well, I'm a member of the party, and this is what we're supposed to do, deliver leaflets and all that. But they were so suspicious.
Yeah. Okay, so this is amazing, because the first meeting I went to, I was very young.
Right.
I was at uni.
Right.
And I must have dropped the average age by 50 years as soon as I walked into the room. But they were so suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here? What are you trying to take over? That sort of stuff.
Exactly.
And it took one person to like stand up and be like, why is everyone interrogating these? Like, relax.
It's so not. It is so unwelcoming, isn't it?
What was it that counsellors in that Zoom during COVID were like, you have no authority? What was her name? Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie Weaver.
Yeah, Jackie Weaver. Yeah.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out.
Shout out Jackie Weaver. Why did you stand to be an MP? Like what?
Well,
Talk to me about the journey.
So, what happened was, it was Hackney. I can't remember the MP's name, but he defected to the Lib Dems.
Okay.
And then they had a discussion, and they wanted like a socialist to stand, a trade unionist to stand.
Yeah.
And so they asked me, and I was like, hell no, I'm good, thanks. Do you know what I mean? I'm all right, I got a good
thank
job.
you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Company car, I'm all right.
I'm chilling,
And then, I got asked a couple of times, and I thought...
What year is this?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
87? Before then?
No, it was
after.
It was after.
After, right.
And I said no, and then in the end I went, yeah, okay, I'll give it a try, and it was, well, as you know, it's like a baptism of fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I say I don't lose, I learn. It was such a learning experience.
Yeah.
Sort of seeing how the whole system worked.
Yeah.
And how much of it, the internal machinations of it, how they're working.
Yeah.
So,
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, are we getting
We've got food coming. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, my goodness.
This is so much food, guys.
All right, so much. Okay, I'm glad I've got no go. Oh, look at this. It smells delicious.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is nice. Thank you.
So
thank you.
we do this once a week, yeah?
Oh,
So
wow.
what have we got, out of curiosity?
So you've got oxtail with curry goat.
Love oxtail.
And curry chicken and jerk chicken.
Okay, I get the goat.
You get the oxtail
Let's
and
go.
the goat.
I'm going to eat Billy.
Yeah,
You
you're
got
going to
the
eat
chicken.
Billy. I'm good. But we can share, obviously.
Is that the rice
share.
and peas?
This is
I'm going
rice
to
and
need you to take the
peas.
peas out for me. Just,
Wow, this looks
I'm very
great. Exciting.
yeah.
So you're going to...
I love oxtail, you know. I
Do you?
don't think I think Caribbeans are the only ones that cook with oxtail.
But then, do you remember it became trendy?
Yeah,
And there was
it
this
did,
big thing online, because all of a sudden...
People discovered oxtail,
Yeah,
but they don't know how to cook it.
And then it went up in price.
Yeah,
It was like, we can't get oxtail
But the whole
anymore.
point of oxtail was it was cheap.
It was cheap,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So you were telling me there's beef over how to pronounce plantain.
Plantain,
How do you guys pronounce
Plantain.
it? Plantain, not plantain.
not plantain.
So do you cook
We need a
the jerk chicken?
Uh-huh.
Is it cooked over like a barbecue sometimes and then cooked in the oven?
Yeah,
or
so
others?
the traditional ways, it's cooked over like pimento wood and stuff like
Right,
that,
yeah.
and that's where it
'Cause
gets
it's like
all
a
that
dry
smoke.
rub, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's where it gets all the smoky flavour from.
There you go.
Oh wow! I haven't. I had.
I'm so excited about this
Oh,
oxtail. Right.
maybe we need a spoon to get the gravy on.
Yeah, for sure. That is so good. It's perfectly cooked as well. It falls off the bone.
Yeah.
People don't know how to cook oxtail,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's a slow cook.
It's so good.
You're gonna try
And it's not too spicy.
No?
No.
I hear you don't like too much spice.
Honestly, it's really embarrassing. Tell you a story. So I went to India for work,
Yeah.
and we had one of the first fair trade factories, clothing factories in India. And so I got sent there as part of the union that checks conditions and stuff like that. And so the owner of the factory goes to me, you have to come to our house and eat. And Iranian and Indian, very similar cultures in terms of hospitality. I can't say no.
No,
Once
you
he invites me to his house, I got to go, and I got to eat everything that's put in front of me.
Yeah.
The food was very nice, but it was incredibly spicy. And it felt, he kept bringing food because his Indian hospitality thing was, I've got to feed him.
Yeah.
And my Iranian hospitality thing was, I got to eat all this food.
Oh my God.
But it was literally like I was being tortured for information that I was willing to give up. But,
That's funny.
might have a new favourite.
Yeah? What's your new
The
favourite?
goat is the best.
Is it?
That's goat, right?
Billy.
Billy.
Billy's the best.
I'm sorry.
Yeah? So Billy's better than your oxtail?
Yeah. Wow. I just love oxtail. It's because I also never have. It's because I never have oxtail because it takes so long to cook. I never have the. First of all, I'm never home long enough to do it. And yeah.
Yeah.
You chose well, Dawn.
Yeah? Good?
You chose so well. So, you stand in Hackney.
Yeah. So,
Tell me about. So, how'd you get selected? Was it easy? Was it a challenge?
I mean, I didn't win there, but it was challenging. But it was interesting for the first time to see how the process works. And what I say is, I don't lose, I learn. So I thought, so this is what we have to do. This is how you have to do it, and you've got to make sure you appeal to everybody. So I learned from the person who won. I learned from the person who, people thought was going to win. And then everyone's like, then Paul Boateng decided to go. It was the commissioner, wasn't he, for South Africa? So then they were like, standing Brent. And then I thought about it. Cut a long story short, in the end I decided yes. GMB completely behind me. They said I wasn't going to win because Tony Blair's special advisor, this seat was for him.
Right.
But I won. And it shocked them.
Yeah.
It shocked the establishment.
You become an MP. Tell me how. I mean, look, like, you're not someone who was supposed to be an MP.
Right.
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 So walking into the palaces of Westminster.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's day one like?
So day one, you're super excited. I'm in my high heels.
Did the briefcase make another appearance?
No briefcase. I'm into rucksacks by then.
Okay.
And then the first time I experienced racism in Parliament was a shock. Yeah, and there was lots of little incidences, but you're busy, right? So you don't take it all on board. But the ones I talk about was when I went into the lift one day, and the MPs in the lift said, this lift isn't really for cleaners.
An MP said that to you? For cleaners?
Yeah. And I'm like...
Just because of the way you look?
Yeah, and I was like, hang on, they're speaking about me. And then I said, hang on a minute. Number one, it's not always being a cleaner. That's like...
But I'm not going to take that as an insult.
That's your profession. It's it's an honest profession. But I'm an MP just like you, and I think I swore maybe.
Yeah. It would take superhuman.
And then walked out the lift. Yeah. But it's just there was
that's
much,
early on when you get.
That's early on. There's so much racism.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, well, I was really stupid.
But what does that do to you when you go home? Like.
It was quite distressing because I was upset with myself because I thought, I let my guard down. Like I thought I'm going to the mother of all parliaments, democracy, and we're all there to do a job, and
and you've just been elected as someone who's not supposed to be an MP, so you're like peak faith in the system, right?
And it was just, and I was upset with myself for letting my guard down.
Yeah.
There was a time on the terrace when I was going with my team, and this guy, MP, stopped me and said, where do you think you're going? Like, I'm going to have lunch on the terrace. And then he said, this place is going to rack and ruin, they're letting anyone in nowadays. And then he wouldn't give me his name. And then we had to find his name. We had to go through the yearbook, looking at all these white MPs to find who it was. But my office were dread. They found him.
Yeah. They were
And he didn't deny it.
He didn't?
No, David Heathcote Amory, he didn't deny it.
Did they take action on him? Or?
No, because there's no HR in Parliament.
Yeah.
So what they say is, well, it's up to his constituents not to vote him back next time if they think what he's done is. I mean, it's changed a bit more now. But they still wouldn't like recall Parliament for like racism. Otherwise, there'd always be recalling Parliament for the racism. So yeah.
How are you dealing with that environment every day of, you know, especially then? I mean, it's a little bit more diverse now. It's not great even now, but
I think you don't always deal with all the racism that happens, because otherwise you'll never get anything done. So, but the other day, it's been investigated now, so I can't really say too much, but I witnessed a racist incident in Parliament. It wasn't against me, it was against somebody else. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm not having this. And so I put in a complaint, and the person who was being racially discriminated against, she wasn't going to complain. Yeah. And I said, that's okay. Do you know what I mean? I understand. It was very distressing. Okay, I understand. But I am going to complain because I can't allow this person to behave in that way. And then other MPs witnessed it. So the good thing was other MPs witnessed it. Yeah. So while it was still fresh in their minds, I got them all to write with the statements.
Right, yeah. A lot of that for you, it's now moved on to social media, though, isn't it?
So bad.
Your social media mentions are something else.
My
sometimes.
God.
Yeah.
Do you scroll?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've evolved in my social, because I also get a lot,
Yeah.
not as many as you, nowhere near. But I used to ignore it. Yeah. So there was a certain point where my team took it off me.
Yeah.
Even my whole social media was taken off me.
Oh, really?
Because it was getting really, really bad. I was getting at this point I was getting death threats, and it was getting out of hand.
Right.
Then obviously, don't really have a team anymore because I'm not standing for public office and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then I entered a period of trolling them.
Right. Okay. So you would troll them yourself.
I would go back.
Wow.
I've moved on.
And
from
what
that
would you
now.
comment? Would you comment?
Yeah. I'd just be like,
really?
Like the most recent one was like a fellow with like 17,000 flags in the background, like telling me to go home, and I'd like reply back with, "Do you think you have enough flags?" I think 21 is the magic number, right? And they'd freak out, right? Or like someone would be like, "You Muslims need to like stop doing this," and I'd reply with, "Oh, I'll put it in the WhatsApp group." Right?
I think I saw that.
Yeah, but I've since been advised against that as well, so I just ignore it now.
Because it just...
Well, how do you deal with the online stuff?
It just encourages them.
I know you're blocking now. You've got a block of the week.
Block of the week.
I enjoy that.
Well, I do...
But by the way, that's really good because obviously no one else is scrolling through your mentions, really. Mm. So it brings to light the sort of shit show that is the racist, replies.
Yeah, and you know, I started doing that because the police, in the early days, wouldn't take it seriously. Mm. And they were like, there's not enough, or it's not like... Somebody threatened to hang me from the tree, but that wasn't enough for a complaint. And so I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to let these people get away with it. I'm going to expose them. Mm. And my hope is that...
Name and profile. And all.
Yeah. And I hope that they're family members or friends, you know, who are decent.
Hold them accountable.
Yeah. That's what I hope.
Do you get any... Has anyone like apologized after?
Oh yeah. So when the police gets to them, they do. So I had this one guy. He was 77 years old, and he'd sent a handwritten racist letter, right? Handwritten. So he took time. He didn't type it. He handwrote it.
Commitment. It's more intimate racism.
Yeah. You know, it was committed to that, basically, right? Anyway, the police found him, and they went round to his house, and then he was extremely apologetic, the police told me, and he had an Asian wife, so he didn't mean it. And I'm like, he hand wrote a racist letter. Yeah. He meant it.
But he had an Asian wife, Dawn. What are you doing? What are you doing sending the police around a man's house as an Asian? Yeah, it's unbelievable. While we're on the topic, it seems like the country's in a really difficult place in terms of racism. Mm-hmm. Epping, Southport,
yeah,
riots,
yeah,
migrants targeted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not in terms of racism, but we have had 2 MPs murdered.
Well, one was a far right extremist.
Joe Cox.
Joe Cox.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about how you're feeling about the state of the country in terms of the far right. 'Cause it's got to be like, you're one of the most prominent black MPs, if not the most prominent. I'd say alongside Diane, probably the 2 most prominent. A, there's got to be some personal anxieties, but B, also some anxieties about community, country, where we're going. Right?
So we were warned. So many years ago, we were warned about the rise of the far right, and we were told that we shouldn't ignore it. So there was all this focus on Islamophobia, but not on the rise of the far right. And we were warned that that's a real problem. And I remember I kept mentioning it. Like there's a rise of the far right. I remember I did this speech to conference once, and I said, look, we need to have a strategy to combat this. And I think it was kind of a failing on politicians not to highlight it and combat it. I think the country is obviously way better than the racists and the far right and all the stuff that Farage says. That is not the country as a whole.
Yeah.
They've tapped into people's anger for various different things.
Yeah.
And they're manipulating that.
Yeah.
And the only way that we can combat that is to be united.
Yeah.
Is to talk about the facts and to literally sort of show love over hate. Yeah. To shine a light sort of on the darkness.
I also think I said this recently, and I don't know if I said it in the most articulate way, but the anger is justified. Like people's wages aren't moving, energy bills and prices, like all the bills are going up. The NHS, you're going to an NHS, you got to wait 8 hours before you're even seen by a nurse. School size is going up. So like the anger at where the country is and where individual families are economically is justified. But then you get these charlatans like Farage, Rupert Lowe, and then the even further right of Tommy Robinson, who will use that justified anger and then give you a simple, reductive, racist argument. Be like, okay, if you're in a waiting room of an NHS hospital, the reason, look, that brown family or that black family is being seen before you, that shouldn't be the case.
No.
And then they redirect that anger into racism.
Yeah. And so the thing is, like, we also need to talk about, there was people did get a rise, like minimum wage was a rise, but it's how people feel. Right? And so there is a lot that we have to do. And I think we don't do that. We don't spread hope when we need to spread hope.
That's the other thing I wanted to ask. You've been in politics a little bit longer than me. And does it feel like we're moving backwards to those days? Or
It's shockingly so. And I say this, like, when we talk about using the flag, we need to say we are an anti-racist and we're using the flag.
Yeah.
Not, we have to explain it. You have to give context and narrative around the flag. Otherwise, you're feeding into that racist narrative.
I don't know how you do it. I wasn't elected as an MP, right?
So there's still time. You're still young.
Well, yeah. We'll see. What's it like to walk the halls of Parliament with other MPs who don't think you should be there? I'm not going to name them, but we know who we're talking about. There are some there who think I shouldn't be there, who certainly don't think you should be there, and who the way that they speak about our communities and us in the chamber, in the media, is so disgustingly dehumanizing and full of hate. And then you have to walk through the lobby with them, for example. I don't know, how do you control yourself? Give me some advice.
Not just MPs, there's also the police. There was a situation with a police officer who just got great joy from trying to embarrass me.
Right.
And belittle me in
Parliament.
In front, it was in the. Have you ever been to the Pugin room?
No.
So the Pugin room is like the bit that the House of Commons are taking from the Lords. It's a really nice Pugin, and he came in and basically sort of asked me to leave in front of everybody that was there, and all the staff were being like, "She's an MP," and he wrote me a written apology letter in the end. Not accepted, do you know what I mean? Because he was like trying to flex his muscles and his power. How does it feel? It's a constant battle.
But can I just say that's getting racially abused by MPs, then having it by the police.
Yeah.
The building couldn't be telling you louder you don't belong
He
here,
wouldn't
right?
give me his number. either. So
which is
for me
illegal.
to report
Yeah.
him, and it was another police officer
Yeah.
that went,
Yeah.
"I'll tell you who he is," and told me who he was, and then he apologised, and it's just bullshit.
Yeah. It's not your only incident with the police as well. We don't have to go into it, but you've had other instances.
Yeah. So, what does it feel like?
I mean, I guess, how do you maintain your cool in the chamber? Do you know what I mean? Like,
sometimes it's difficult, and sometimes, you know, I feel like sometimes you've got to count to 10 in your head.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time in Parliament where I actually paused, and I just thought, I need to just pause, because I was getting so angry, and I was in the middle of the speech, and I had to pause. And I said, I'm pausing because, and I can't remember what I said after that, but you know, I feel like
shouting at you.
It was trying to respond to. I think it was during a Black History Month debate.
Oh right.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it was.
People also don't realise, by the way, it's not a huge room.
No. Yeah.
So even if the mic doesn't catch it, you very much do if you see something under their breath or if they're coming at you.
Yeah, and I mean, heckling is part of
parliamentary tradition.
Of Parliament.
Unfortunately.
But
sometimes it's funny, but sometimes it looks ridiculous. Like PMQs, sometimes it's embarrassing.
Childish.
Yeah. So count to 10.
Count to 10. And then you get to the realisation, like, so for Kenny Badenoch, for instance, or Kenny Badenoch, I don't bother anymore.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a wasting my energy.
Yeah.
It's not going to progress
Yeah.
anything that we want to in the country.
Yeah.
So
She's caught some heat on disavowing her Nigerian heritage, have you seen?
she can't go back to Nigeria.
Well, she has got... But first of all, Nigerian Twitter...
It's going to be interesting.
View me.
Oh my goodness, so much.
I've seen a few TikToks
so
as well.
Much. But why would you disavow your heritage?
Well, the one I tell you...
Sunak didn't.
No.
Why you don't need... You know what? Why do you feel you need to do that?
I have no sympathy for her because she's taken an active decision to do it.
Yeah.
But I have a sympathy with the situation that a political leader in the Conservative Party has felt the need to do it. Because in previous, if you look at her...
didn't.
Well, yeah. He didn't. At any point.
So that cuts that argument dead, right?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You didn't. We're filming this in the midst of the deputy leadership election.
Oh yeah.
You didn't put your name in the hat. I was very disappointed.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing?
It's very kind. No, my and I think it was, I was asked, like, I had phone calls. I think I
well, when it
about,
initially started, your name, I kept seeing your name.
Yeah. I think I.
So I thought you must be being briefed. But clearly not. No,
everybody was even like in Parliament. When I sat down, they were like, "Okay, so we're voting for you." I said, "I'm not standing." I said, "Thank you so much. I'm not standing. My focus is London."
Yeah, well, it's got to be a compliment, right? That so many people are throwing your name in.
It's a huge compliment.
Yeah,
huge compliment.
So we've got some really important elections in May.
Really
in
important.
London,
and I want to make sure we get as many Labour councillors as possible re-elected and elected. And I think nothing. You know, you can't do that and
run in a deputy leadership. You've spoken previously to me, and I think publicly, about your desire to run for Mayor of London. If Sadiq chooses not to do a third term?
Yeah, fourth
term.
He made history.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Tell me about when you made that decision and what your...
It's interesting, actually, because when...
Before you start.
Go on.
Can I just say, I really respect you being open about it. I cannot stand when a politician clearly, and there's nothing wrong with having an ambition to do, like, serve your community, right?
Yeah.
But when they, like, prance around it and when you clearly know. So kudos for that, because I just respect that so much more when someone's like, yeah, this is what I might want to do in the future. Obviously, if Sadiq decides not to go for the fourth term. That's what I want to say.
Thank you.
Tell me about your...
So when... So it's kind of a longish story. Let me shorten it. So I had breast cancer, and so I wrote a book while I was recovering. Yeah. And as I was writing the book and going through my journey and everything, and I thought, what do I want to do? Like, you know, what haven't I done that I want to do? And so it was Mayor of London, and I thought that would be an amazing thing to do. And so I called Sadiq, obviously, and my friends. I'm like, go. No, not really. I was like, this is what
I'll start down right now. Yeah.
this is what I'm going to put in my book. Like, you know, what do you think? Do you mind? And he was cool with me saying it. That's the reason why.
So when you got breast cancer, did that make you reevaluate how to think?
Because you become face to face with your own mortality.
Yeah.
And you think, right, you know, I could die.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, before I die, what would I like to achieve?
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. So you go through all those sort of thought processes. And that was it. And I thought, it would be pretty bloody incredible to think, girl born in East London,
well, I guess,
MP,
can I just say,
for Brent, you know,
in the context of where the country is, right, what bigger message would London send the rest of the country if it elects first woman mayor?
It'd be the first woman.
First black woman for sure.
First black woman.
Yeah. I mean, you've done a lot of firsts. That would be a big. It's a big job though.
A huge job.
It's got to be. It's one of the big mayors in the world as well.
Yeah,
What, New York? I'm thinking. London is one. Maybe Paris, but
huge. It's a huge job. But I can do it though.
Yeah. You're confident. You have all the confidence. Thank you so much, Dawn Butler MP. Make sure you know what. Stick a comment underneath this video, I'm sure, and I'll send it to Dawn, or you'll see it.
Yeah. Don't make it a comment that has to appear in my block of the week. Though.
Yeah. We will also expose that. Like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel more than anything. We've got loads of content like this coming up over the next coming weeks. And I'll see you on the next episode of Politics on a Plate. Salams.